What up, guys? Team Rogue Riders here. We have the pregnant whiteout.
Oh, yes.
Then we have the Mr. Swifty Dick.
He's a rock star.
Then we have the Philly cheesesteak.
I'm a rock star then.
Uncle Monkey.
She said
Wait,
so.
no, that's Jerry. We're doing a little bit of a deck profile for Mr. Whiteout here because he's the only one that did decent out of us. But we all left early from States today. Anyways,
Yeah, we left extremely early.
Yeah.
We only played 3 rounds and we left at lunch because we weren't really
feeling it.
Well, I mean, it was a small tournament. It was only 90 people.
Yeah, it was
So
like
it
just
wasn't-
shy of 90.
It wasn't a regional or YCS level event, so there wasn't any point continuing. If I would have played, I probably would have done well. I probably could have topped. So, my record was 1x2 after round 3. And that's just because of the new fucking time ruling.
Yeah.
I hate that ruling, honestly. But I still managed to draw with Trick Stars. Yeah, that was fun. And I have side deck cards to help force draws, which I did my first one. But so yeah, we'll get into the deck profile and see what we played here.
Okay. And
All right, so I played ABC with other and friends because I felt like it was the best deck for my playstyle. I think it honestly has the best matchups for anything in the format because it can outgrind anything, and it has what most decks are lacking, which is big monster.
Big monsters.
And it clears problems out of the graveyard. So let's get started. So AAA insurance, triple B, and triple C. We play Desires, so we don't want to banish all of our copies. We need 3 of each, just so to make sure that we have all of them. Those are really the only monsters you play. Next, hand traps, you play triple Droll and triple Ash, because those are the only ones that are good this format. You have other ones that are like Valor and Ghost Ogre, but they're really subpar, especially with Sky Striker and everything running around. That's it for the monsters. I mean, it was only 15 monsters if you count the hand traps. Raise it up. Okay. Good. Yeah. 3 Union Hanger because it's your Rhoda. 3 more Union Hanger because it's a Rhoda. The baby of Rhoda and Pot of Greed. Engage, and then the best token generator in the game. Free monsters, free monsters, free monsters. That's all it's for. Now for my choice, I built this as a going second build. Mind Crush or Mind Control. Damn, that sucks. Mind Control, because going second, when if your opponent extra links you, or if they establish a monster that's a problem monster when it's on their side of the field, or any of the Sky Striker link monsters, this can clear it without resolving their effects. So if they have Ray in graveyard, then it's not going to trigger it because you could just link off with it. 2 Called by the Graves, hand traps hurt you, and also other things. So this negates a lot. 2 Desires because you don't want to play 3 because 3 is bad.
Seems good.
Upstart, Foolish, Monster Reborn. Only one of them's in the deck because they're at 1. I wish I could play more. And then I technically played 5 more hand traps because they activate from the hand. Triple Evenly Match. Every time I activated this today, I won that game. I forced people to go second or to go first, and they really would set up subpar boards in our game 1. And I opened evenly matched every game 1, and I won every game 1.
Evenly matched wins games.
And the last 2 are Impermanence. This was a last minute decision. I'm glad that I did. The last round I played, we made it to game 2 and we ended up drawing. But he established Vanity's Fiend and it was trying to lock me out from special summoning, so I couldn't summon my Buster. And I set Impermanence and negated his Vanity's Fiend on my next turn and summoned Buster, and then he was just like, oh, damn, okay. So the deck count was 41 total. I wouldn't have changed anything in the main deck. The main deck was great.
40 card deck.
41, not 40.
Oh,
So
sorry.
we have Joey Wheeler, the Godfather of games. Yugimoto, or Yami Yugi, the cheater of games. Wife and me. And then the former team, a long time ago. I don't know.
Missing a couple people.
Okay, so best card in the game, ABC Buster Dragon. Doesn't matter what you're playing against. That card's broken.
It's busted.
It's monster, engine, and yeah,
Quick effect.
clears things. One Kagari, that's all that's needed. Shizuku doesn't work in this deck because by the time you've made it to the end of your turn after resolving your stuff, you really don't have anything in the deck you want to search. Underclock Taker, generic setup, Space Insulator, so that way you can link off with a token off of the drones. Goblin, just so you could pitch a piece to get a normal summon. Cerberus, clears monsters. Cleafort Genius. A lot of people weren't paying attention to the fact that if they leave Kagari on the field and I have Mind Control, Kagari is a machine. So with a piece, Mind Control, I can link off into this and have a link monster and clear their monster at the same time. Phoenix, clear back row. And Unicorn, clear anything. Decode Talker, because Decode Talker with ABC pieces underneath it is unfair.
True.
Firewall.
Because Firewall.
Didn't summon that. That was just because I needed to fill a spot. I didn't need it. Griffin. In theory, it's good. I didn't summon it, but there was a couple times that I would have summoned it. And Borreload.
Bust a load.
Summoned him
Load.
twice, and every time I summoned him, I won. So, 15.
Little dragon.
The only thing I would change is Firewall, because Firewall doesn't do anything in this deck. Alright, so my side deck, I took some Goldred out. Side deck, I built it to be as generic as possible, to go first or second. Mainly to go, just to interchange second going cards, so 2 Gamma Seal, to clear problem monsters established. 1 Winged Dragon and Raw Spearman to bring extra link. I sided him in. I had him in my hand, but I didn't use him. I didn't need to use him. 3 Shared Ride, just for, well, obviously Trickstar Sky Striker.
It's good.
So it gave me a +4 in one of my games. 3 Twin Twister, so you can force activations, especially in the Sky Striker matchup or Trickstar Sky Striker, just so that way, you know, they're forced to use their stuff early or they don't get to use it at all. The Altergeist Killer, Red Reboot.
Red Rocket.
I didn't side it in. This is probably the only card in my side deck that I didn't side in because I didn't face anything that was trap heavy. I just wanted something that I could side in if I was forced to go first, or Altergeist. And then lastly, because the new time ruling is a bitch, and I honestly don't like it, but I wanted something that if I went into time, I wasn't going to lose to Trickstars because they burned me to death. So I side 3 Just Desserts.
Yes.
So my second match, I played against a Pendulum Magician player, and we went into time, game 3. He had 2 monsters on board, and it was turn 3. It was his turn. My opening hand, I had 2 of these in an Ash. So he loaded the field, only put 1 monster in attack mode to try and deal 1,000 damage to me, so I lose. He had a Vortex. I activated the first one, he negated it, and then I activated the second one with Chain, and I forced a draw just from this card. This card's going to be really good in decks that don't naturally burn, and it could easily take advantage of the time rulings. So I'm going to continue to side this just because in theory it was good, and anytime I used it today, it proved to be good. So yeah. Other than that, that's deck profile. I wouldn't change anything in the main deck. The side deck could use a little bit of work. And as far as the extra deck, the only thing I would change is Firewall, just because Firewall was really subpar.
I like the Just Desserts. That's awesome. I love it.
If I was playing Ash Blossom or Winter Cherries, I would have kept the firewall in. I would keep the firewall in, but I just don't feel like my build needs winter cherries because it's built on letting them go off, so that way I can
Clear them.
anyway. It doesn't matter what they have.
Yeah, you don't need cherries.
So, and a lot of my deck was theory. I tested very, very rarely, but I was super confident in my build and the way it performed, and today proved it. So yeah, I would probably take it card for card aside from the firewall to the next event. But anyway, leave comments, like, subscribe, and we will be posting more tonight. Thank you, YouTube.
Did it?